performance in the fight?
You know, I did enough. I did enough to win, obviously, but I just would have looked more explosive. I would have liked to finish him sooner because we knew we could, and you know, that's the way things go in boxing.
Are you going to stay at 135, or are you moving up?
No, not at all.
So no matter what, for sure you're moving up.
This guy's the bomber here, dog. Can't fuck with him.
You're going to move up?
Yes, sir.
How are your hands holding up this time?
You know, my right hand feels pretty good. My left hand feels sore, but not as bad as other times.
Did that affect you in any way in the fight? How you were fighting in there, or did it bother you at all?
Yeah, you know, I have to be careful what punches I throw and where exactly I try and land them, especially with the left hand, knowing that, you know, it gets so real quick, but it actually felt pretty good. You know, I could land some power shots in there, and I could throw, you know, a bit harder than other times.
What made you turn it on in that round where you finished?
Well, you know, I heard him the last round, the round before that one, so I knew he was kind of softened up. And after the cut, I knew he was going to come in a bit more open, so I knew how to play possum for a bit and just wait for that opening.
What making you go to 140? Is it the weight that was having trouble to make this time? What's making the move up?
Yeah, no, it's just the weight, man. I honestly feel like I'm going to feel a million times stronger at 140 and just way more comfortable and way, you know, way better camps.
We saw you turn southpaw for a lot of the fight. Is that something that you worked at in camp, or is that just an adjustment?
Yeah, no, that's what I do all the time. You know, just to see how a boxer reacts, and obviously if I see it's not working, I won't turn southpaw anymore. But this time we saw it work a couple times, and that's why I kept doing it.
Going to 140, are you ready to go in with a champion? Do you want to take a tune-up? Do you think you're just ready to go into a big fight?
That's not up to me, man. I'm ready. You know, if my team tells me to get ready for whatever, I'll get ready for whoever. But other than that, it's up to them.
But what did you tell him after the fight? Because I know you went up to.
Well, you know, I told him the same thing I told him before the fight when I saw him, because it takes balls to step into the ring, and it takes even more balls and more heart to step in the ring after what happened to his sister on his niece. So, you know, just telling him that he's a great champ, man. He shouldn't be embarrassed or feel bad that he lost a fight. He came out there and threw with the greatest, and you know, this is. It's just unfortunate what happened to him, man. And I can relate because my cousins passed last year, so it's just, man. I don't know how he did it. Honestly, I don't know how he was able to get in there.
Omar, you may have been asked this question already, but you said post-fight up in the apron that you weren't too happy about your performance. Why?
I just didn't feel strong. I didn't feel strong or explosive like I normally do, and it's just like I said, it's that 135, man. It's making 135. It takes too much out of me, so I'd rather leave some in me for, you know, to make 140 and leave some for the ring.
So no amount of money would get you to be able to fight Linares?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say no, because obviously if the money's right, you know, I'll probably, you know, go down and do it, but I don't know, man. Making 135 is tough, so we'll see.
What surprised you most about your opponent's
time, bro?
His heart. His heart. I mean, that guy had more heart than anybody I'd seen, and especially after what happened. So I really, you know, I took my hat to that guy.
Trying to move on, like,
that's not up to me, man. I'm just here to fight. If the fans love it, good. If my promoters love it, even better.
Do you could have done anything different in there to make it easier, or just it was just the weight too much for you?
Yeah, I think the weight's just too much for me. Yeah.
Great fight, great knockout. How do you assess this fight?
Honestly, I don't feel I did that great. I think I could have finished it sooner.
For a long time, bro.
But you know, it's what happens, and I did the best I could, and you know, that was it.
Great fight.